What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday and day 34 of the challenge. As you could tell, I'm back in my home space here. Just for one day, I will probably hop on here again tomorrow before I head back out. But my little device that allowed me to record this way, I need to recharge it. And I got home last night about a quarter till 9. Yeah, about a quarter till 9. So I was, you know how you've just been traveling all day? Like, and I told you guys it was going to be like all day travel. So we had to get to the airport by 12, and this was California time, and I was going back into mountain time. So, um, I was going to go up 1 hour. So, I just knew it was going to be a long day, and then I had 3 hours to drive from the airport to get back home and dropping off students and picking up my husband because he went to a wedding reception. And so it just was a day. And you ever feel like a kid where you're like so overtired that you just can't go to sleep? That was me. I was overly tired that I managed to watch, what is this show? It's on Stars. It's called Three Women. Okay, Miss D, you're probably going to appreciate this to some level, but I will say the show, I really like the show. It is a little explicit at times, but I like the fact that one of the main character per se, she's an author. That's what kind of intrigued me about the story. Even though I don't write novels, I still really like hearing about people's writing processes. So, anyways, it's just a very interesting show. I think I'm on episode 8 or 9. I think it's the season's almost over. So every Saturday night, that's like my treat. I watch it. And so I watched an episode last night, and I'm like, wow, this is getting really, really good. um, and what else did I do? Oh, I'm dangerous. I know I'm dangerous. I watch I got introduced to Pluto TV. Okay. I'm an older millennial. I grew up with MTV, which means I had Real World and Road Rules Challenge, which also means that I got hooked into the challenge, like the original OGs of like reality TV. So Pluto TV has all like, I have not begun to watch all the reality stuff. I just haven't. I have been stuck on MTV Challenge channel. So I ended up watching some of that. And what else did I do? Oh, I'm going to watch a Christmas movie today. The one with Christina Milian in it. I plan to watch that later on. But oh, I know what I was doing. So I had to edit my day 33 video, and I had to edit my vlog from last week. So, first off, my vlog that I did, guys, it's the first time I've ever did that amount of editing. It was like a real process because I had to first off film all the clips. And if you've never did a vlog or if you're not into production or any of that, which I'm not going to say it's my ministry, but I was trying something new. You have to start to kind of, to me, I rather record all the things, and then if I don't need it, I just cut it. I won't use it. But you have to start visualizing how you want the story to lay out. And so I really had to figure out like how to kind of chop it together. I had to learn how to pull audio for copyright reasons, like so many things. I feel like one of those Sims that's really graduated to a whole level of like editing that I never thought I was going to be able to do. So, big shout out to those that really enjoy editing videos and you're really good at doing it. Um, Please don't judge my video too hard. I really tried. But this was my first trip traveling and vlogging. And as much as I enjoy traveling, I want to be able to capture those moments and be able to like basically make a vlog essentially. And so this was my first time doing it. This summer, I had traveled, oh my gosh, I went to Albuquerque, New Orleans, Minneapolis. I feel like I'm forgetting a city. Um, I went on a European cruise through the Greek Isles. I went to Italy. Of course, I went to Texas and Louisiana to visit family. I went to Portland, Seattle, and I went on a wedding cruise as well in August. So that was through the Caribbean. I feel like there was a city I forgot. Oh my gosh, Albuquerque, New Orleans, Minneapolis. There was a trip in between there, okay? Those first four trips, they were all work trips. Yeah, conferences. So I went to like 4 or 5 different conferences last summer and I thought I wish I would have like I took all the photos and I'm probably still going to play around with it and see if I can make like some sort of a vlog from this past summer. I don't know who would watch it, but I want to just practice the skill essentially. Anyways, enough of my rambling. So here's my goal for today. I am doing laundry because I just need to wash my clothes and repack the same thing essentially. Secondly, I'm getting ready to go to brunch with my better half, with my husband. Thirdly, I'm going to go to Target or Ulta because I was freaking Oompa Loompa all week, so I need to trade out the shade that I had. Fourth, I'm going to walk and I will be writing tonight. That's going to be the plan, walking and writing this evening. And I'm just going to take it easy. That's honestly my plan for a Sunday. You see, I'm makeup free. I'm in a t shirt. Like, it's super easy today. But that's my plan. And maybe I'll hop back on a little bit later to let you guys know what I'm doing and how I did. Other than that, you should see my vlog by now, and you'll see this vlog for day 34 Sunday. You'll see it tomorrow morning. I it seems like that's going to be my trend. I do all the recording today and then upload it the next day. That seems to work really well for me. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to have that many get ready with me videos. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. And it's going to be real interesting being with my parents because they're going to probably wonder, is she talking to herself? Which they wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Big shout out to all the veterans out there. As a veteran spouse and an Air Force brat, I thank all that served, and also to all those that are spouses and kids. You're serving just as much. So, all right. Talk to you guys later. Bye. All right, what's up, everyone? I am back home. We went to brunch. We shopped at Target. We did not go by Mattress Firm, and washed my car. And I went to Ulta. I will talk about the whole Fendi thing on a whole separate video. I think I might include that in the vlog just because I feel like I have taking y'all along my Fendi journey for the last week, so you deserve to know what happened next. But I want to make these daily vlogs pretty short. So I just finished working out. I did not walk. I ended up getting on the spin bike. So I'm glad I got on the spin bike. The main thing is I got my day 34 movement in, which doesn't include all of the walking around I did in the stores, I should say. We did go to the grocery store and we opted for like sandwich and salad night because neither one of us are starving, but we know we need to eat. It's just one of those things. And I don't know about you guys, but when you're traveling, like I don't like eating heavy leading up to my travel, and I also don't like eating heavy during my travel. And and I'm not one of those folks that are like, oh my gosh, I can't have, anything unhealthy. But I love cheesecake, like love. Guys, I had cheesecake. I ordered 2 cheesecakes last week. and it took me 2 days to eat one. And when I went to Cheesecake Factory, because I know their cheesecakes are huge, I was smart enough to be like, we're going to have chicken lettuce wraps. I ate two out of the three wraps, and then I just ate the cheesecake because it was like 1,200 calories, which is like, in some cases, like a day's worth of food. But, anyways, so I'm not really hungry. Like, I still feel like I'm burning off my food, even though probably realistically I'm not. But we had brunch, and anytime I have brunch at our favorite spot, I get the California omelet. And if you're from California, you probably know what that consists of. But where I get it from, it's like egg, cheese, guac. I always ask for salsa, and I think there's like chopped up bacon or ham or whatever. Anyways, the omelet is huge. Like, I'm not going to be able to eat the whole thing. So I eat half of that. I order a biscuit, and then you can get hash browns or home fries. Always get home fries. I think the waitress loves us because she gave me like 3 servings of home fries. I'm like, girl, I'm barely going to be able to eat all of these that are on my plate. So, um, yeah, so I feel like I'm still kind of like burning lunch, brunch, essentially. But the day itself went well. I just have to dry my jeans. And then tomorrow, I think because my flight is so much later in the day, I'll vlog my packing stuff or like pack with me. I don't know. I'm figuring it out in my mind. Um, but tonight I will be writing, but I also will be mapping out a plan as to how I'm going to tackle my writing while traveling. And this is a different kind of travel because I'm not going to be staying in a hotel. You guys know I got to do my weekly reflection about how it went this past week, so I will definitely do that. But otherwise, that's all I have for today. Um, I feel like the Monday videos are going to be a little bit shorter, only because Sundays I do like a weekly recap on how the writing and movement went, and then I also, I mean, I was traveling last week. So, anyways, happy Sunday, Monday to you once again, because you're going to see this tomorrow, day 34 of the challenge. If you're doing a challenge, please drop a comment and let me know what you're doing. I'm going to be upping the ante when I get back from Texas next week. I have some movement ideas in my mind. I'm not going to start it. It doesn't make sense to start it while I'm getting ready to travel. So I rather do it when I get back. I think the timing of it will be perfect, because 7 days from now we'll be what, hitting day 40. So we'll be a little bit past the halfway point, and I really want to finish this strong. Just like I'm finishing the writing strong, I'm ready to up my movement. My sciatica has come a long, long way, which I will share that in my weekly recap, and probably just kind of share like what my plans are when I get back from traveling. So we'll see. Anyways, have a great Veterans Day. If you know a veteran, thank them for their service. If you know their dependents, thank them for their service. There's a lot of sacrifice that's involved. Um, Whether it's a child or a spouse or a family member, there's just so much sacrifice involved. And this is coming from someone who grew up as an Air Force brat turned Army spouse turned veteran spouse, and the Army spouse and veteran spouse are all the same. I didn't like get divorced and remarry somebody else. It's hard work when you're a spouse, and I have also been that single married parent during the time that my husband was serving. He served for 8 years and ended up being medically retired. So there were, I always say, like the lost years. I think we had figured out over the course of the 8 years, like 4 years of it, he was pretty much absent. 2 years were served overseas unaccompanied. And then just the amount of time and dedication it takes to be a soldier in the Army. Um, we didn't really see him. We saw him for dinner, and then soon after dinner, he'd fall asleep because he had to get up. And he's an early riser, so he was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning anyway, which he still gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Actually, let me backtrack. He's been getting up since 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, long before he went into the military. But my point is that there's a lot of sacrifice. And that person that is married to that individual is having to basically pull the weight of whatever the soldier or airman or whatever the case, because they can't do it. They are making a sacrifice to serve the country. Um, and so, as a family, there's a lot of sacrifice involved. And again, I'm not a political channel, like, I'm not that person. So please be friendly in the comments. Not like I have a lot of people that comment, but just be mindful, the sacrifice that people are making for our freedoms and our rights in this country, whether you agree with it or not. For me, I'm going to be biased simply because it's all I knew for 30 plus years of my life. And I wouldn't be who I am and I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the sacrifice of my family members to serve not just my dad, but my mom as well. And my husband, I have an aunt, I have cousins. The list goes on and on and on for the people that sacrifice their lives to serve this country. And I'm going to take it a stretch further. Sometimes the military is the only opportunity people have because let's also be honest, there's not always a lot of opportunity for people to thrive in their communities. And so they're looking for opportunities so they can go to college or be able to buy their first home or to be able to afford a car. And sometimes the military is that answer. I say this because I remember getting in to a debate with I'll just say this, an environmentalist. And there were a lot of assumptions that this individual made. And I think because of where they were from and what they saw, they had no idea that people that look like me go in for completely different reasons than what she was around. If you can read in between the lines, I think you understand what I'm saying. So, because there was more opportunity for my husband or for my parents, there was more opportunity for them to serve than where they were from. Need I say more? And I will just say this. Sometimes that is still the case today. Not always the case, but we are in a different time. We have social media. There's different outlets in which these young people can grow and thrive, and make something of their life. But if you go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, mid 2000s, that was not the case. There was like, we were just now getting into social media. So, anyways, I just say all of that to say this, it's an opportunity. And I say to young people that are considering it, if I could have served, I would have. But because of my health, I was not able to. Um, but if you're unsure what to do with your life, meaning you don't want to go to college, you don't want to work at your local grocery store because you've been doing that in high school, you're tired of doing whatever. Sometimes making a 2-year commitment to serve can bring you more benefits when you're out. That's just what I've seen. Um, and then sometimes people make a career of it. I've had friends that graduated high school and they're officially retired from the service. I'm class of '01. Do the math. So there's a lot of opportunity, not just for the veteran, but sometimes there's a lot of, not sometimes, there's opportunity for the dependents, for their children, and for the spouse as well. So, again, this is my blurb for Veterans Day. Again, thank you for serving, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I'll see you tomorrow when I'm talking about day 35. Take care.